Welcome to the High School Huddle on the Dodge Sports Desk at Opubco Studios. My name is Brandon Chapman. I'm joined by Ryan Aber. He's the lead prep writer for the Oklahoman. And it was a good first round of playoff action. Ryan, which game surprised you the most?
I think I've got to go with a 6A game with Stillwater beating Muskogee. We knew how good Stillwater's running game was with Chris Perry. I think a lot of people underestimated the Pioneers' defense. Really had a good game in that one. Shut down Muskogee's running game and Archie Bradley, their sophomore quarterback, and were able to come out with a win there.
All right, there are a couple of really good second-round matchups. Which games are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I think the one that I'm most looking forward to is Guthrie and Booker T. Washington. It's Saturday afternoon up in Tulsa. I think not only because of what it means for those two teams involved, but I think we're going to get a clearer picture of what else goes on in 5A after that game, just because Booker T beat Carl Albert in the first week of the season, just blew them out, but that's a different Carl Albert team. We know how close Guthrie and Carl Albert are, so maybe after this one we learn how close Booker T is to the rest of the field.
That game was moved up. Did it surprise you at all that more games haven't been moved up for OU Texas Tech?
Yeah, I was really surprised that there were only 3 games. The two 5A games, both of the Saturday games got moved up, and Star Spencer at Grove also got moved up to 3 in Class 4A. I really thought there would be more, and I imagine next week we'll have even more games affected by what happens at the Bedlam game.
Okay. Well, speaking of Star Spencer, them and Douglas have some tough road games. They're going to face some undefeated teams. How do you feel like the city schools will fare out?
Well, I think that they'll both fare pretty well. Both those teams had some battles during the regular season, obviously playing each other in the non-district schedule, and some of the other non-district games that they played were tough. Douglas, in particular, was in a pretty tough district with McGinnis. Played McGinnis right down to the wire. We all know how good the Irish are. I think they're used to making those long trips. They're going to go to Broken Bow. I think that they're fair all right. Star Spencer, I'm a little bit more worried about. They go to Grove, a team that has playoff experience, been there year after year, it seems like lately, and just seem to do everything right. Star Spencer does have a lot of depth in their running game. If they can get that going and have just enough passing game to get them by, I think they've got a chance, but it's going to be a tough road for Star.
And which game this week are you looking at as far as having a good matchup of some top players?
No, I think anytime you're talking about the top players, you've got to talk about some of the 6A matchups. The one I'm really looking forward to is Jinx at Edmond Santa Fe. Edmond Santa Fe has really come on strong lately, with the exception of that game against Norman North. But Randy Ponder, Steve Sumter, the 2 running backs against Jinx's defense, we all know how good they are. Should be a fun matchup to watch. And obviously Gabe Lynn figures into that as well.
All right, Ryan. Well, we appreciate your expertise. Thanks for watching the High School Huddle. We'll be back next week on the Dodge Sports Desk as we continue to provide the best high school playoff coverage in the state.